Hey guys, how are you all doing? How's it going? This will be my first ever Blu-ray and DVD update. I've been wanting to do one of these for a while, but school keeps me busy along with other things, and I just haven't had the time or the desire to do it, but I'm doing it today, and as you can see, I got a lot of stuff to get through. So this is going to be a really long video, and I am going to talk about these movies a little bit, going through them. So I still hope some of you guys will watch, but this is going to be really long. And this is I only started collecting movies about exactly about a year ago. It was last April of last year, and it was just by watching Robbie Webster, and he's the first guy I came across in the flick pick, and I just came across their channels and I said, this looks like a cool hobby, and I started watching movies more and watching different kinds of movies, and eventually got into collecting. Also, JW Universe was a big influence on me. So this is everything that I've gotten within the last year that I've watched. I still have a lot of other stuff that I haven't watched, and those will just have to wait till my next update. But my plan is to do, after I do a few of these updates, maybe I'll do a collection video showing every single movie I own, but I got a lot to do for now, so let's get right in it. I'll try to do this categorically to keep it simple, but yeah. Okay. First up, we have the Digibook of E.T. I got this used on eBay as a gift. This was a movie I saw several times as a really young kid. I actually didn't remember a lot about this, but I watched this recently, about 2 months ago, and it's a really good movie. Definitely deserves to be the classic that it is. Just about a kid who finds an alien in his backyard, and a bond forms between them. Really good movie. Of course, directed by Steven Spielberg, and I want to watch all of his movies now, but E.T. is great. Everyone should have this. The Digibook, I know there's a Steelbook too, and I'm actually more of a Steelbook guy than Digibook, but I really like this image here with where they're flying on the bike, and that's the best scene of the movie, I think, and I really like the moon here. It's a nice image. I wish I would have bought this new, especially since I got it for the same price used, and that's because I didn't know that they still had it in stock at the stores, but it's a nice Digibook. I guess the quality on Blu-ray is pretty good, but I haven't seen the DVD, so I really couldn't tell you how good it looks. Yeah, nice Digibook. And since we're doing Spielberg films, let me do this. This is the Jaws Universal 100th Anniversary Edition with the slipcover. I had never seen this before I bought it. I wanted the Digibook, but it's $30, and this was on sale for $10. And the slipcover opens up. I think all the Universal 100th anniversary have slip covers like this. But I watched it, didn't love it, but I can definitely see why it's a classic, and it does look really good on Blu-ray. Again, not familiar with the picture quality of the DVD, but looks really good on Blu-ray. Good movie. I can't watch it over and over, but I'll definitely be watching it again. I like it. Jaws. Okay, moving on. A few superhero things. This is Green Lantern First Flight, DC Universe animated original movie. The only reason I picked this up, this was on sale at Best Buy for $7.99. It was just after Black Friday, like the next day, I think. And I only picked this up because of the green case. I've seen a lot of people have this. I don't think I've seen anyone who had it in the green case, and I didn't put it in a green case. That's how it came. I wasn't crazy about this, but sadly, this was actually better than the actual Green Lantern movie, so you can decide that for yourself if you haven't seen this, but I did actually enjoy this better than the Green Lantern movie. It was pretty good, nothing great. And I have the Avengers. Nice slipcover. I saw this in theaters, and what everyone says about this movie is that it lost a lot of the magic from the theaters, from the big screen. And I definitely felt that too watching this on Blu-ray. Especially the end where they're back in the city and those creatures are flying around and everyone's fighting and explosions going on everywhere. That scene, when I was in the theaters, that scene just blew me away. I thought that was amazing. It definitely didn't feel the same watching it at home, but still a good movie. Definitely way better than any of the individual movies. A lot of action. I liked it. It's a good movie. Moving right along. The Rock. This was a great movie. I got this because I saw the Flick Pick recommended. I think it's in his top 10 Blu-rays, top 10 action movies of all time, I believe. But I love this movie. Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery. It started off a little slow, but it's got a lot of really cool action, especially in the second half. Just a badass, great movie. Basically, Nicolas Cage is like a scientist for the FBI, and Sean Connery's in prison, and there are these bad guys who they took over Alcatraz prison, and they're trying to release these rockets from there, and they send Nicolas Cage's character in to try to defuse the bombs, and he also goes in with Sean Connery, who's in jail, but they let him go with him to because he knew the prison so well, because that's where he escaped from the prison, so that's why he knew his way around, and they sent him in there. But a great movie, I love it. Next up, I have some blockbuster titles here. I got these last year during it was like the 5 Blu-rays for 20 bucks, or 4 Blu-rays, I think, for something like that. So it was like $4 or $5 a Blu-ray, which is really good. And actually, I want to go to Blockbuster now to get some of their $1 Blu-rays, but I only have one Blockbuster around me that I can realistically go to, and it's not closing, so I'm pretty sure they don't have that sale going on. But I saw an Absolute Sublime Ones video that they have Insidious for $1, which is a great deal, I think, even though I don't think that's a great movie. But anyway, 3:10 to Yuma, Russell Crowe, Christian Bale. Christian Bale, really come to like him. He's a really good actor, one of the best today. Russell Crowe also, but Christian Bale, he can do a lot of different roles. Good Western film. It's not quite as action-packed as you might think if you haven't seen it, but you know, not an amazing movie, but you know, solid. It's pretty good. So what's going on here is Russell Crowe is a murderer, and they need someone to escort him to the station so they can ensure that he gets on the train that'll take him to prison. And they sorry guys, I'm tired. Christian Bale's character, he signs on to help in this mission to make sure he gets on the train, and he does it so he can have enough money to support his family because they're going through some real financial troubles. Good movie, and definitely at the end there's a lot of action, so that was pretty cool. Also from Blockbuster, Law Abiding Citizen. I had seen this before I got it. I really liked it, and I don't see many people with this in their collection. I don't hear many people talk about it, but I really like this. I thought it was a really good movie, really moving. And Jamie Foxx, I think, he could definitely be the most underrated actor in my opinion today, or at least one of them. I thought he was great in this, and Django, of course, he was great in. But actually, both of these guys, and Gerard Butler too, is underrated. People say, I've heard them say lately, they don't like him because he's been in some bad movies, and I agree. Gamer and was it The Bounty Hunter with Jennifer Aniston? Those weren't too good, but this is a great movie, and I think both these guys are great actors, but especially Jamie Foxx, I think, is underrated. This has been out for a while. I think this was 2009 or 10. Anyway, everyone should check this out. Basically, Gerard Butler's character he had his family killed, and he starts killing all these criminals. He kills the people that kill his family, and he keeps killing more criminals, and the judges that let his family's killers go. And Jamie Foxx is a lawyer, and he's trying to put an end to all the killing. But I really like this. I highly recommend it. Great action, really dramatic story. I like it. Next up, we have, also from Blockbuster, Taken. Really good movie. Really good story. I'd give this like a 9 out of 10. Great action. Liam Neeson's great in it. Everyone's seen this, I'm sure. Really popular movie. Way better than the second one. The second one was just mediocre. But Taken is a great movie. Great action movie. And action movies are my favorite kinds of movies, by the way. Salt, I got this for $3.99. The Black Friday Best Buy sale, which is a steal. I just watched this a few weeks ago, though, and I did see this in theaters, but Good movie. Good movie. Better than your average action movie. Angelina Jolie was good in this, but some really good action, and I believe the second one is planned. It's coming out in a few years, but anyway, this was really good, and you can get this cheap. I recommend Salt. Shoot 'em Up. One of the first Blu-rays I ever bought, along with these two were the first ones I bought. Shoot 'em Up and Karate Kid. This stars Clive Owen and Paul Giamatti, but it's a horrible movie. It's so stupid, so dumb. I don't know how anyone could make a movie this stupid. Basically a senseless action movie with pretty much no plot. This isn't even like Machete stupid. I know a lot of people like that, but I thought Machete was really stupid. I don't like that movie. This was worse. The only storyline going on here, basically the movie starts with this gang or a bunch of bad guys beating up this woman with a baby, and Clive Owen comes, saves her, saves the baby, but I think the girl ended up dying somehow, and he takes off with this baby, and this second wave of criminals comes chasing after him, trying to get the baby back, and that's all that there is really to the movie. There's this prostitute lady, Clive Owen, it's bad. And the feel of this movie, how they filmed it, it just feels like they filmed it like not even like a normal movie, like a really cheesy comic book, like kind of like The Spirit in a way, but that's horrible. I don't ever want to watch that again. Next, I have the Karate Kid. This was also the first Blu-ray I bought along with Shoot 'em Up. They were in the $7.99 bin at Best Buy. But this is a classic that a lot of people love. I have seen this a few times before, but I just watched the Blu-ray a few weeks ago, and honestly, I didn't like it. I thought it was boring, and especially as a fighting movie. I know it's old, but the fight scenes were just really cheesy to me. I didn't like it much, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Signs. This is an amazing movie, and when I've talked to a lot of YouTubers about this, I don't think a lot of people have seen this, and it surprises me because this came out when I was really young. I think only 7 or 8, and 8 or 9 years old. But I watched this over and over again as a kid, and it really scared me as a kid. It has to do with aliens. Crop circles start showing up in the fields, and Mel Gibson's house, they live kind of in farmland, and really scary. And also a story about Mel Gibson, a former reverend who struggles with his faith because his wife dies, and they kind of tie that theme in with this alien invasion. Just an amazing movie. And M. Night Shyamalan, the director, I think this is his best movie, definitely. But his feel is just great in all his movies. The Village, I remember that scaring me. He's got a great style, but Signs is an amazing movie and definitely one of the my all-time favorites. Next up, The Prestige. Hugh Jackman and Christian Bale and Michael Caine. And Michael Caine, he's a good actor, really good, but he's kind of playing the same role and everything, that old kind of sage Englishman, same role as Alfred. But anyway, The Prestige is, people say this is a great movie, and although it's really good, I don't think it's really amazing. I think they, well, first of all, there are just some plot holes in this that really bothered me, and I don't want to ruin anything for you, so if you don't want to hear this, just skip over this part right now. But for anyone who's seen this, the part in there where they're going back and forth, showing up at each other's shows, and coming on stage and hurting the other, that was just really unrealistic to me. It's like, how many times can you dress up as a different guy? And if that happened to you once, wouldn't you make sure that the guy you're bringing up on stage isn't the guy who tried to kill you? I mean, come on. But a really unique concept for a movie. I like it. It's really good, and it is underrated, and it's directed by Christopher Nolan, who is my favorite current director. Yeah, everyone should check out The Prestige. The Town. Good movie. It's a movie that, at least for me, I can watch pretty often. Ben Affleck, amazing. Some people have a problem with his acting, but I bought him as a gangster, as kind of a low life bank robber. I really bought him as being that kind of guy in real life just from his performance in this. But then if you watch an interview with him in real life, he's like just the complete opposite of that. So for him to pull off a role like that, I thought was really amazing. But as a director, he's really good. My problem with this movie is that it's kind of billed as a heist movie, and there's obviously one big heist they try to pull off at the end, but other than that, there's not too much bank robbing going on in this, which I wanted a bit more of. But good movie, and they're supposed to release a steelbook for this in May, along with all those other steelbooks. I checked it out. You can find the image of it online. It's got some cool artwork there with the bridge. I might have to get that. I know there's a digibook too, but that steelbook looks pretty cool. But anyway, this is and the extended cut I did not care for. I don't even think there was anything too much different about it that I could remember. I know there was one scene where they're on the boat, Affleck and Rebecca Hall, which was a really dumb scene in my opinion, but overall this is a good movie. I give it an 8 out of 10. Point Break. I only got this because it was in the $7.99 bin, and I heard the Flick Pick just praised this movie to death. He loves it. And by the way, I have these together on the shelf. I really think The Town, I think it's obvious that they were kind of copying some things from Point Break, especially the masks. Anyway, if you look at the cover, you'd think this is just a surfing movie, but it's a bank robbing movie, kind of. Definitely some great scenes, some great shots, but a little too long for me. They spend a little too much time on the beach and kind of giving that boaty thing going on. A little too much of that for me, and I can't watch this over and over. It felt really long, but there are some great action scenes, like I said. And I think you should check this out before buying it, maybe. Not a great movie in my opinion, but decent. Let's see. Okay. Red, really good movie. I really enjoyed this. I have seen it before. I did see it before I bought the Blu-ray. I don't blind buy much at all. I don't like doing that. But Red, I don't think a lot of people like this. I haven't heard many people talk about it, but I really do like this. It is cheesy, of course, but it's a lot of fun. I think it has really good action that's really spaced out. It doesn't feel like, it doesn't feel like it's, and you don't, it's not overfilled with action. There's not too little action. It's very well spaced throughout there, and funny too. Funny in some parts, and a unique concept. All these retirees getting up and kicking ass. I like this, and I'm excited for Red 2, which no one seems to talk about, but that's coming out in August, and I can't wait for that. Yeah, I really like this, and you can get it cheap. This is $7.99 at Walmart and Best Buy. I highly recommend this. I really like this movie. 8 out of 10. 8.5 even. Kick-Ass. I got this used on eBay because I wanted the slipcover, and my Best Buy didn't have any copies with the slipcover. But and I don't need to have the slipcover for everything, but this is a really cool slipcover. It's really colorful. I love it. But this is a great movie. It's really kind of over the top, funny and cheesy and comic booky, but there's some really kind of powerful themes going on here, like just the whole idea that he wants to be a superhero because he's tired of he believes that someone should stand up to the bad guys, which I think a lot of people they face that every day. You go out into the street and there might be some troublemakers running around, and you wish someone would just stand up to them. I think that's a real serious theme, but it's got some good action in here. Funny. Nicolas Cage's character and that whole story was really awesome, but great. Can't wait for the second one. Second one looks bigger and badder, and yeah, but great movie, Kick-Ass. The Sandlot, everyone was picking this up about four or 5 weeks ago. Oh god, sorry guys. Yeah. Good. No. Okay. Real sorry about that, guys. Had to get my phone, had to answer it. the Sandlot. As I said, everyone was picking this up a few weeks ago. It has a great slipcover, and it does feel like a baseball. The threading here and the white part really feels like a ball. Awesome looking slipcover.